Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Rice Owls. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Rice's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings. Makes the catch, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the grab. It's Keller.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, A nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback keeps it. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. The give to the lone running back. Stumbled to the ground. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try it over the left side. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Off play action. Fires left. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Rice. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense the ball back in great field position. Great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second, but you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Keller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution.
There's some room. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people getting near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The Dukes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rice.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Get it out on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Oh, he got loose. Smashes ahead. Give him 114 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Zings it complete to the right. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Now on the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Dukes in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Under fire. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Back's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's a little room there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Rice rushes to the line.
Really nice tweak and adjustment that time by the offense, because their running back is going off in this.
Snags it and he's open. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Thanks to grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Makes a grab and room to run. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Got a man, it's Keller. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's a quick throw out to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Back to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touchdown Owls! Put 6 on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This time he wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Dukes racing to the line in a hurry up.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Dukes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Defense in press coverage. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They've got the screen set up. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock is down to 4. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Dukes! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Dukes answer right back with a touchdown.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Brown wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Rice rushes to the line.
Wilson! Go!
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve.